In the previous lecture, we discussed two important points. The first was about AppCompat library version 7 that, as we said, has to be added to your project for material design. The second point was about Java classes, and as we said, in material design, all activities of your project have to extend from AppCompat activity. But the third point is about application themes, and in this lecture we want to learn about material themes. Okay, in the app part, I open the manifest folder. Inside this folder, there is a file named Android Manifest with the XML extension. I open this file. Please notice that Android Manifest is one of the most important files for every Android project, and it can be said that this file is the ID of your application. Inside Android Manifest, all application properties like icon, name, theme, activities, and permissions that are to be received from the user are defined in this file. Alright, you see that inside the application tag there is an attribute named Android theme. In fact, this attribute shows your application theme, and in this lecture we are going to work with this attribute. If you notice, you see that by default the value of this attribute is app theme. This means that the app theme style from the style section. Okay, I close Android Manifest, go to resources, and open the values folder. Inside this folder we have a file named styles.xml. I open this file too. All styles and attributes of each style are defined in this file. You see that Android Studio has by default created a style in this file by the name of app-theme, setting its parent as theme.appcompat.light.darkActionBar. This means that this style is derived from the AppCompat library. It has a light mode and a dark toolbar. In addition to this, a set of items have been introduced to this style. In general, it can be said that the app theme style creates our application theme. Okay, I remove these items. Okay, let's run our project on the emulator and learn about different types of themes in material design. I click on the Run button and run my project with Nexus 6 emulator. We're going to wait until Android Studio compiles our project and runs the application of this project on Nexus 6. Alright, our application was run on Nexus 6. At the bottom of the application we have a status bar where we can see clock and battery status of the emulator. Below the status bar we have toolbar. Below the toolbar we see our activity layer, and by default a text view with the hello world text is present in our layer. Down below we have the navigation bar, and some smartphones have navigation bars. Alright, you see that our status bar and toolbar are dark, while our background layer and toolbar label are white. I stop the emulator. Now let's change the parent of our theme to theme.appcompat.light. Dark action bar is now removed from our parent theme. Again, I run our project on the emulator to see how our application will look like. Alright, you see that our application toolbar changed to bright as we removed dark action bar from our parent style, and also our toolbar label became dark. I stopped the emulator. Now let's remove the word light from our parent style. So our parent style became theme.appcompat. Okay, let's run our project one more time on emulator. Yes, you see that our application theme is theme.appcompat. This means that all parts of our application are now dark except the toolbar label, which is white. And that's it for theme.appcompat. I stop the emulator. Sometimes you need your application theme to have no toolbar. To do this, set your parent style to theme.appcompat.noActionBar. Now we run our project on emulator and our application must be without toolbar. Okay, I do this. Alright, as we expected, by changing our parent style to theme.appcompat.noActionBar, no toolbar exists in our theme anymore. Now what should I do if I want to set my application theme on bright theme and without a toolbar? To this purpose, I stop the emulator and set my parent theme to theme.appcompat.light.noActionBar. Light for the brightness of our theme and no action bar to remove the toolbar. Alright, run using the emulator for Nexus 6 and OK. Yes, that's it for bright theme and without a toolbar. Now let's change our theme to the default Android Studio style. I stop the emulator, set the parent theme to theme.appcompat.light.darkActionBar. Now if we run our project on the emulator, our toolbar must be dark and our background layer should change to white. I do this. Alright, you see that our application theme returned to the default Android Studio style, and in this theme our toolbar is dark and its background is white. That's it for this lecture. In the next lecture, we'll define a couple of items for our application theme and change the color of different parts of it. So stay with us.